Hello, everybody. It's me, the Nutty Professor. I'm back. It's been a while, about 3 months since our last podcast. That was my birthday edition one at the end of July. Since then, my former student, producer, editor has had some commitments of his own, and we were waiting to do a live taping again as things opened up. But as everyone knows, we're kind of, in the second wave and heading towards lockdown mode again. So that's going to be a while. Now, I'm doing this one because I'm considering another change in format. And for this one, I want to keep it really simple, really short. I'm going to email it to him and have him do minimal editing to cut down the time commitments and see how it works. And eventually, the goal will be if he can teach me, if you can teach an old nutty professor cat new tricks, but if he can teach me how to post myself. I mean, he has instructed me on how to do this taping and send it to him. We did have a podcast in which I took to bed being a Luddite, and so if he can somehow teach me to post myself, then I can do more of them and I can keep them really short, or I can just have him do the minimal editing, just titles, So this one is an experiment. Just want to see how it goes and provide a very brief update. Now, the main news is I am still clear. In the last podcast, I was a little reticent about providing the exact number of months, but in this one, it's almost 9 months. So I don't think I have anything to lose at this point. It's almost 9 months completely clear. No substances. That includes booze and other substances at all. And I have said in previous podcasts, I've talked about PATAP, my own system, my own approach, but I have said that I'm not recommending it to anyone. It's very tough. If you can go clinical routes, rehab, 12 steps, if something else works for you, do it. But if you've tried all of those and they just don't work for you, but you're still motivated and you really want to go clean, whatever, you have your list, remember, from PATAP. So if you really want to go clear, my suggestion is you sort of have to do what I did and create your own process, see what works, see what doesn't. And there had been falls before and it took a while, but now it's been, as I said, 9 months, but it's not getting all that much easier. It's still very tough. There's still, so it's very hard, but it can be done, and I'm doing it pretty much on my own, except for my analyst, who I'm seeing now remotely, Zoom, my Jungian analyst, and the few friends I'm in contact with via email, text, that I share some of my things with. It can be done, and I had been doing some cat volunteering, and I've been in touch with the cat volunteer coordinator, and I did share with her that I was struggling, and I think I sent her some of my podcasts, and she was quite supportive, and she I said, it's been a while. At that time it'd been like 8 months, and I said, it's been a while and I'm still still tough, and I'm going day by day, one day at a time. And being a cat person, she's one of these people that her mask has pictures of cats on it, not surprisingly, and she will say, instead of fingers crossed, she'll say paws crossed. So she said something to me that I kind of liked, and she said, it's one paw in front of the other. And I like acronyms. Photo. So it's just one paw in front of the other, Oh, we've got a little visitor here. Hello. Now, and I'm going to ask my editor not to worry about the cat images. I mean, if we need to show a cat, I'll show my cat. But maybe one or two cat images if he finds them. But we're going to keep this really simple. So we've got photo, one paw in front of the other, and and I also wanted to add to PATAC. thoughts, obsessions, cravings, compulsions. When I used to lecture on OCD, I used to talk about the difference between obsessions, thoughts, and compulsions, actions, the compulsions, the obsessive thoughts lead to the compulsions, So, and I fine-tuned that a little bit because I do have the obsessive thoughts, but I sometimes have just thoughts, thoughts of past binges, not necessarily leading to thoughts of wanting to binge again, So I've differentiated between thoughts and obsessive thoughts, and between cravings, and the next step, cravings translating into compulsions, So I will add that in a future podcast. I will add that too. I'll discuss it a bit more, and I will add that to PATAP, So for now, I just wanted to do this as a little experiment. I'm going to send it to my editor, producer, and have him post it pretty much as is. Just maybe a title, and we'll see how it goes. And if it goes well, I will do more, basic, simple podcasts, just the Nutty Professor talking. And we might move away from addictions. A friend of mine had suggested maybe my talking about political and topical issues, and I don't really want to go there. In previous podcasts, I have touched on art and literature, and Diane Arbus, and Bob Fosse, and people like that. Yeah, so I will stick to mythology, psychology, art, literature, addiction once in a while. But I'm not gonna go into the political area. Just one thought. In the previous podcast, I did say that I think that this whole far left, far right stuff, it's all going on right now. I think it's all pairs of opposites. You remember that need to be reconciled. I think it came up in the podcast today. He talked about Peterson, So for now, I'm just going to say, I'm still around. Hopefully, I'll be doing more of these in a simplified format. And I'll say, stay safe, add oil. Bye for now.